Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'd started to colour in the Johanna Basford's new Worlds of Wonder book, and then I thought to myself, actually it's so much better to colour with friends. So the page I've started is this one. It's a simple one, so we won't be here long, but I'd started this and I thought, you know what, I'm going to come on camera and show you. So I've left the bottom two clouds. Now the colour you can see on this is two different types of pen. Now, I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? Well, not two different types of pen. I used the Winsor & Newton, sorry, not Winsor & Newton, Daler & Rowney watercolour masking fluid. And somewhere in my life, I've been sorting out today, is a drawing gum pen. Which I saw on Kirsty's channel, bless her heart. So, yeah, so I went round the clouds that I haven't coloured in yet, and I've completely covered the balloons and the house and the little stars with masking fluid, because I'm a klutz. And I'm going to play just with one tone with my beautiful Winsor & Newton paints. So this won't take away from you being able to do the image. You'll be able to do it if you don't have these paints. You could just do it in pencil or any paints that you do have. So I've been playing. I've had so much fun with these, honestly. So I did do a test page at the back. And this was a light blue wash, as you can see. So I was testing different things out. And if I move you over, it doesn't go through the page. It does crinkle your page, but we could we'll squash that out with other books. So what I'm thinking here is, we've got a lot of shadow. Let me put another light on. There we go. See if that blinds me. I don't know about that. Might help a little bit. Okay, so if I move you in so you can see the image. So what you can see, the colour you can see on the house is just masking fluid and the pen that I used, and then I've just gone over the little stars so that when I put watercolour on, it is not going to, it won't go on those parts, because I'm a klutz. Like I say, I'm a klutz. So I've put in my plastic sheet behind the image, and I've got myself, I'm going to move the book to one side while I mix the colour. So I've got myself a little plastic tray, just a cheap one, and I'm going to put some water in here from my water brush, because I'm also lazy and can't be bothered to go to the bathroom and get some water. And then I am going to, let me see, we've got these colours, and I like the look of the Dioxin purple, violet. I like that one. So, but I'm thinking of really, really lightening it with white. So, I need to figure out which one it is. That's the trouble. So it's 1, 2, 3, that one I think. I think it's, hang on. See, I did this the other day and I got myself all, I need to re-swatch them because I swatched them with such excitement. Row 2, that's this one. No. That's, okay. Oh, I'm sorry folks. I think it's that one. But that doesn't look purple at all, does it? Let's try. That looks green to me. What is going on? Let's have a look. Maybe it's not. Maybe it just looks like that under this light. I see it is purple. I'm just a loon. So I'm going to mix a lot of it up in there. I want to make sure I've got enough. Well, that was a very confusing start for me, wasn't it? It doesn't take much to confuse me, folks. So I'm on half term, let me get a piece of tissue, and loving it. I got just some really cheap shelving units, and I've been sorting my little room out because I can't stop buying colouring supplies. And then I'm just going to take white and I'm going to lighten that up. That was silly, wasn't it? That was a really stupid move. So if I take I'm going to put that over here. I will clean the white up, people, don't have a heart attack. And I want, like I say, a very subtle purple colour. Lilac, or, yeah. So I'm going to use quite a lot because we've got quite a big space to cover, but I'm going to cover it in this light hue, and then we'll use pencil work over the top because it is such a big expanse. Right, before I clean my brush off, let me take this one and let's start mixing them in. So I want to know how much more white I need. It's all experimental, folks, and I think still that's too dark. Still too dark. So I'm going to get some more white. Yes, I've brought some shelves. I've been sorting my office out up here. It was getting to the point it was so untidy. You know, I don't know if you know what it's like, but I just didn't want to be in here because of the mess. I've moved my computer out of the front of my desk so that when I'm filming things aren't getting in my way, and I've got more space. So there we are. Move my water, move my brush, let's soak that up. That's better, that's getting there now. Let's make sure that's nicely mixed in. And I can add some more water now, if I want to, which I think I will add a little bit. And then it'll make it even paler. There we go. So I get a nice wash. Okay, let me move the paints out the way. Get that, soak that up. Okay, let me move those paints out the way, and we'll get a piece of paper. I thought it was so organised, you know. So the Johanna Basford paper is very smooth, and it kind of responds like this, and it looks hideous when you put the colour down. It like soaks it up, and you get like this sort of spotty effect. But as you saw by my back page, it does dry smooth, so that's quite a pretty colour. And it will dry even lighter. And I'm still thinking I'm just going to put loads more water in. So I've just put more water in. I just want it to be light enough. Let's try that. That's better. Can you see what I mean? You get like the spots, it kind of resists, but then all of a sudden it'll go and it dries smooth. Okay, so let's go for it. It's scary, scary moment for me, people, but nevertheless we shall try. Okay, so I've got my paint mix and we're going to try. So even though I've put the masking fluid down, I'm still going to try and avoid the spaces that I don't want to go over, because I can always use pencil to cut in any spaces that I haven't been brave enough to fill in. Okay, so I'm just going over all of that. Haven't masked those because I've coloured those bits in, but the balloon and the stars are masked. Can you see? I don't want to zoom in at the moment because all I'm doing is literally just filling up the page with this colour that I've mixed. And we might need to let it dry and do another coat. I don't know exactly how it's going to respond. Or should I say, shall I rephrase that? Exactly how, as a new watercolourist, that the page is going to respond to my way of doing things. So sorry, I'm using a number 10 round brush to do this. And I chose the watercolours because they were a beautiful gift to me and I've had so much fun playing with them. And this is a rather big background space to fill. And I thought if we can fill the background together, then any fancy shadowing or gradients we can do with pencil, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm focusing, so I need to shush. Now, if I've done that correctly, none of this watercolour should go over the house. Or this bit of cloud. I covered the entire house. Because, like I say, I'm so clumsy. Okay. I'm not going to worry about any streaks at the moment. We can smooth all that out. Just want to get this beautiful colour down. But what a quick, beautiful way to fill in a large space. And I've also been doing watercolour in Ivy, excuse me, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. And I've just literally been dipping my brush in the colours. And it's been coping with it really well. And I'm enjoying it. And then I've done some shading with the watercolour, but then I've gone back with pencil, so and it's really cool and very relaxing. So filling all this up, and then what you have to do is be very patient and let the page completely dry before you do any of the next stages. So if you want another coat of this colour, we're going to have to wait, because it's not watercolour paper, and if we do too many layers over the top too quickly, it's just going to break our paper down. So got a bit on the cloud there. Last little bits. I could have used a bigger brush, I know, to do a wash so it was less streaky, but we are going to use pencil over the top. So I just wanted a quick solution to filling up this large space. Okay, right, I'm going to have to leave that to dry completely before we can do any more, but then I can show you when it's done how I did the clouds, the colours I've used, and I'm using Black Widow pencils, but the paper is very smooth, so it does take a little bit of work to get them to do what you want them to do. But I'm going to leave that to completely dry, And then I'll come back and I'll meet you in a little while when... See, there is a little bit of... Can you see that? A little bit of warping, but no bleed through. No bleed through whatsoever. And we just need to let it dry. Okay, so I'll come back when that's dry and we'll do the rest. See you in a second. Okay folks, so it's dry. That's how much warping there is. I know you can, you know, it's difficult to tell, but not too bad at all. So this is the fun part. I am rubbing off, and for all of you that loved PVA glue at school when you got it on your hands, this is as close to getting it, doing it as in adulthood as possible. It's awesome. Look at this. And then underneath is your untouched page. So clever. Okay, let's get rid of that bit. And I've got this mask away eraser, and this will take off any extra yeah, masking fluid. That's the word I'm looking for. Because the pen that I showed you earlier is not as easy to remove as the masking fluid. There we go. I've done the little house down below. Okay, so we've got rid of the masking fluid. Let me put that to one side. Now what I've been doing here is practicing, because I wanted like a shadow from behind the clouds that just blends into the watercolour. So let's bring the camera in. So this is as far as I've got, but I've only using 2 colours. And it's both from the Cobra set, and I've got Purple Haze and I've got Tulip. Now the Purple Haze is the one that we're going to use for that shadow. So if we start up here, there's some little areas that I didn't get to because I was too chicken with my paintbrush. And I'm just going to fill those in. This paper does take a bit of work, I have to say. So I'm going to fill that in. And then I'm going to gently bring it out into the page and let it fade out. And then Tulip is almost exactly the same as the colour I'd mixed. So I can just use that to let it fade out. So it's going to take a bit of time to get it to behave and be smooth like I want it to be. Well, yeah. And even with the water on it, it still does seem a little bit like hard work. So that's all I'm going to do there. So I want the deepest colour coming out from the clouds and then just fading into the background. And you're just going to have to do a couple of, you know, keep going over in layers. Excuse me, so it doesn't look streaky. And then I'll just keep going over it. This is our Tulip. So we should be able to go around that balloon. Put my page behind. And colouring like this will help to flatten the page back out as well. So I'm not pressing hard. Across this way. There we go. So, you'll get this kind of shadowed look, which this isn't finished, but obviously you'll get this kind of shadow look around the clouds. So if we focus then on the clouds, let me get the colours together. Yeah, mango cream, and I think we had, I've messed them all up, apologies people, bear with me. Here, yes, we had, yeah, it must have been fancy pink. Yeah, okay, so I got from the Cobra set fancy pink, from the Monarch set mango, and also from the Monarch set cream to do these clouds. So let's start with this little guy here. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. There we go. Put those down for a minute. So I'm going to take the fancy pink and I'm just going to work around the edges, and I just did it very lightly. Do up this side too. You can see it's very light at the moment, and I'm just going to bring that into the cloud. We're going to have to go over and over this to get this effect. But that's okay, because we're not racing. So I've been seeing my baby grandson. I'm going to go and see him today. He's gorgeous. He's nearly 4 now. He's doing so well. He has autism, but speech has started, so that's making things a lot easier. You know, when he's able to tell you what he feels and what he needs, that's, you know, makes life much easier, doesn't it, for anyone? Okay, so I've got a little coat of fancy pink. Then we're going to use the mango. We're going to go on top of that. And we're going to bring that out. It does take a bit of work to get it smooth like that. But you just got to be patient with it. I don't know why this paper's particularly... I find it much more difficult. It's very, very smooth. And it's much more difficult than, say, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly to colour with. So that's our mango. And then around towards the edge of the clouds, we're going to use cream. I'm just getting a base of colour down, and then we'll start playing and blending. So what I'll do is go back to my fancy pink, and this is what gives us that gorgeous sort of orangey hue, is using the pink and the mango together. I won't spend, you know, hours with you colouring and blending the same piece, because you know what the colours are, but I'll just show you. Me being patient with it, basically. which is a trait I don't normally have, patience for things. People, I'm a very patient people person, especially at work. Back to mango. And I'm going back over that pink when I've put it down with the mango, because it makes this most gorgeous, that gorgeous colour. And then the edge will be cream. Alright folks, I'm going to go off and finish the clouds. It'll take me some time to blend them through. And then I'll come back and we'll do the house and the balloons together. See you in a sec. Okay guys, so this is how far I've got. Let me just switch that off, see if that helps. And I'm going to switch to Prismas because the paper is a little fussy. Yeah, it just takes forever to blend with the Black Widows because it's so smooth. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm going to switch to Prismas and we're going to focus on this little house. So let's come in. Isn't he cute? Okay, so I've got two colours at the moment. I have got, turn them up the right way for you would help. Let's see if we can get focused. I've got Eggshell, I hope you can pick that up, PC 140, and I've got Sand, PC 940. So the sand is going to be in our shaded areas. So I'm going to start here. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so Prismas seem to work well on this paper. And I'm going to avoid the little leaves. I'm going to put that in as some really lovely ivy. Gosh, the shadowing is really bad, isn't it? We're going to have a bit of shadow underneath the eaves here. Just fill that in. And down this side. To try and make it look like that bit's set back slightly. And that this bit is in the foreground. We'll do the same here. So I don't know what's with the paper, if it's different or if it's just me. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, then I'm going to switch to Eggshell. Gosh, shadow. I'm so sorry about the shadow. I'm going to have to invest in some kind of proper ring light. Let me... Sorry, I'm just going to put this back on in a different position and see if that seems to help. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm taking the eggshell and I'm going to blend that in. We'll go back in and deepen up that sand. When I've filled in the rest of the little house. Oh, get in there. I love the way that the pink clouds have like given it sort of depth, the picture. Or that peachy colour clouds. So I don't want to make this too bright. The paper reminds me a little bit of Romantic Country. It's that smooth. Right, let's go back in with a sand. And we'll deepen that up. Yeah, it's very fussy paper. So I'm thinking in future my Pablos or Polly's would work maybe. a little bit of shadow underneath the windows. Like that. Deepen up that. You can always get another colour if I think that it's not enough contrast. Is that helping that light? It might be, oh, apologies. It might be washing the colour out a bit. But it is currently 5:15 in the morning. I woke up at, I think it was 2:45 this morning. And I'd laid on my hand and it was completely dead. And I think that's what woke me up. And then I got up, had a drink of water, like you do, went to the bathroom, then thought, oh, I'll get back in bed. No, there was no hope. I was wide awake. Okay, and I'm going to do the base the same colour. We could deepen it up if we wanted to with another colour, like a bit of, I don't know, one of the beiges that we've got, if we feel necessary, to add additional colour and depth. Okay, deepen that up. But what I'll do is see when we've put the other colour on. Right, okay, one little house. Hang on, sort of fill that in better. There we go. Right, I'm looking through my prisms. I want blues. I want blues for the rest of the house. So, I love this blue, which is Blue Violet Lake. I love that. Let's have a bit of Blue Violet Lake. Then we're going to have a little bit of, do you know what this colour is? It's so teeny tiny. I'm trying to match it. So look at my spares, which are at the back here. I think it's that one. You see, no. No. Ah, okay. So it's Blue Lake. Okay, we'll have that one. And then we'll have a blending one, so we'll have that one. Okay, so let's hold them up. So, dark to light. Oh, this is going to be fiddly. Okay, hang on. Alright, so if I lay them here, we have got Blue Violet Lake 1079. Now this little stump here is Blue Lake, which is 1102, and then we've got Powder Blue 1087. Let's just move that out of the way. I hope you don't mind me switching up pencils. I just couldn't spend the hours that I've done faffing with that. Okay, so I'm going in with the Blue Violet Lake. I'm just going to put that at the tip and bring that down. Then our Blue Lake. Go over all that. Then our Powder Blue. I'm going to go over the entire thing. There. A bit more of the Blue Violet Lake. There we go. Cute. And I'm going to do the same here. And let me just see if I got them in the right order. No, okay. So we need the Blue Lake first. So I'm just going to go back in there, deepen that up. So Blue Lake first. and then Blue Violet Lake. They work better than the Black Widows, but it's still fussy. Okay, and then the powder blue. And we'll do a better blend there. So we'll bring up, just lightly put that in so that it's blended out better. Bring that down a little further. There we go. There. Cute. So I'm going to do the rooftops the same. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm going around here with the Blue Lake. Then going in with Blue Violet Lake. And then powder blue. We've got one little roof. I'm just going to go back over it with our medium colour. Bring some of that medium colour in a bit further. There we go. And then the Blue Lake and just deepen up round there. Okay. Okay. It's a lot brighter than I had initially planned, but that's okay. Alright, that roof's going to be blue, the window frame's going to be blue, and the door's going to be blue. The chimney, I think we just might add a little darker colour in. So let me go off and finish the rooftops and the windows, and then we'll meet back up and finish the little house together. Okay folks, so I've done the little house. I've done its roof and the chimney tops in the colours that we'd used. Now we're just going to colour this. Let's come in. We're just going to colour even the little plant that grows, the little ivy that grows up the wall. So I've picked, if the camera's going to focus for me, kelp green, which is 1090. Let it refocus. And because they're so teeny tiny, I'm just going to dark at the base and then really lightly come up. But the paper doesn't like it. Yeah, I'm having problems with the paper. I don't know if anybody else has. I don't like it. Could you see what I was doing? So I'm just doing dark at the base and then lessening off the pressure as I come up. And then I'm going to have a play with the gelatos that I was brought for the balloons. You know, those iridescent gelatos? I thought it'd be good fun to play with. Because I was thinking of doing them metallic, but because they've got, that's a swirl, because they've got quite a lot of pattern in them, I didn't just want to obliterate the pattern completely. There we are. Okay, oh, one more. You can see. There we are. So just a little bit of kelp green. I haven't decided on a colour in the windows yet, or the door. So let's have a look at these balloons. Hang on, I will get you in there. Let's get them in focus. Let's move out slightly so we can see them all. Okay, I just need to, there we go. Right, so I've got the Faber-Castell Gelatos, the iridescent set of 15. So I thought we'd have a play with those because they are beautiful and I want to. So I'm going to take, I want a darker colour and I haven't got a dark blue. I've got Satellite, if you can see that. I've got Satellite and I've got, where is it? Blue Moon. So I'm going to mix those two together. I've got my little plastic palette board and I'm going to put a little bit of Satellite down. Oh, it's very crumbly. And these are like glittery, so I didn't want to overwhelm it with gel pens either because I don't know. And then I'm going to put the blue down. And then I'm going to activate that. Put that there because I want that as a separate colour on its own. So I'm going to activate the blue and I'm going to pull some of this in. Let's get those crumbly bits in and get them activated. Right, let's see on my test sheet. Yeah, I need a bit darker. Get a bit more of that in there. They've got quite a lot of lumps in it that I'm trying to put some more water in it. Probably obliterated the colour now. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit more of the Blue Moon. There we go. A little bit more of Blue Moon. Can you see the glitter in it? And just merge those two together. There we go. Okay, so where did I decide? Here, this big space here. Oh, look, isn't that pretty? I'm going to put that in there. Works well on this paper. So the reason I'm mixing them is because these are the only colours that I've got, the 15 of gelatos. So I decided to see if I can make a new colour. Right, I want it around that one too. I hope the camera, you can pick up the glitter on it. I don't know if you can. Can you see that? Yeah, the shine that they give off. They're beautiful. I could have continued the theme with my watercolours, but I wanted to play with the gelatos. And then the other section that I wanted to do was this big section here in this mix. And then we'll go in with some other bright colours. So I'm using my Stationery Island brush. I love these water brushes. They're very consistent with the water. Okay. Right, I've got myself a baby wipe. I'm just going to clean my brush off. Let's see, what other colours have we got? We've got Blue Moon on its own. Let's use Blue Moon. Yeah, I'm just going to use a little bit of Blue Moon by itself here. There we are. I'm going to activate that. Pick up some of that colour. And I am going on... Let's go on the top. Oh, got my hand. Look, I've made such a mess. I'm such a klutz. This is what I was telling you. Right, I'm going to move my palette out of the way, clean my hand. We're going to put that on the top. That's the wrong colour. Oh, goodness me. Now I can always go in and put gel pen on as well. Oh, my hands are doing the shake thing. There. Can you see? Oh, I'm so shaky. So as soon as I need a tiny bit of control, they decide not to behave. It's very frustrating. Okay, so we've got that. They look very similar, don't they? But never mind. I'm going to go on the top with this one. That'll break it up then if they are. If they dry very similar, then it'll break the colour up. Okay. And on the top there. Alright, we can always go back over with some more. Oh, a little bit, we've forgotten this one. Forgotten this balloon. Let's put that on the top there. See, I hope you can see the sparkles. I don't know if you can. Alright, what other colour did I pick? I picked this one, which is Nebula. There you go, Nebula. Gorgeous colour. Put that on the board. It's like a beautiful tealy green colour. Okay. Let's get that going. And I'm going to go in this strip. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to go over on this edge. I need some more pigment. If I dare go up there. And I'm going to drag it into the centre. I've just cleaned my brush off slightly. There we go. Oh, that is a beautiful colour. Look at that. I like that. Same here on this stripe. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We'll do that one. And we'll do this one. Oh, do you know what? I am so grateful for the support that I'm seeing for the channel. For people to buy me gifts that I can use on the channel is just phenomenal to me. I'm blown away, and I've had more happy mail. Again, from somebody that would like to remain anonymous, but I have emailed and thanked them, and I will do a video on the product that this wonderful subscriber has purchase for me, and it's going to make such a difference to the channel because I've gone part-time. I have to be quite careful with my money, but everything that I earn from YouTube will go straight back into the channel. So to have that support where I've gone over the line, of course I did, where people are thinking of me to buy me gifts to use on the channel, it just blows my mind. Okay, let's put it, where else should we put it? Let's do this stripe. I love this green, I think it's really cool. I have got another colour, we will go, and then we'll put it in this stripe. There. Aren't they looking cute? Right, what other colour? Now I've got this one. Let's try this one. See, I've made myself cough with excitement. This one is called, if I can get it out of the light, Odyssey. And it's a goldy colour, and I thought it'd go well with the outside of the picture. So let's try Odyssey. I like these. They're very clean and easy to use. So I've just got it on my palette over here. And I'm just going to, they're quite crumbly, so I'm going to try and bring all that pigment in. Okay, where should we go with this? Right, let's do this. Can you see the shake? God, it's so annoying. The things we have to live with. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm sorry if there's a lot of shadow, folks. I will try and... Sorry, that's me moving the ring light to see if it will help. Put gold in here. Or what did I say it was called? Odyssey. That's beautiful. Yeah, so I'm going to go and visit, take my grandbaby out today. I can't wait to see him. He's a little treasure. He really is. He loves his nana. Oh, I like it. Look. We'll have gold in there. And we'll do this bit gold. Oh no. Contaminated it. I'll have to go back over that when it's dry. Clean my brush. I must have got to pick some green up somehow. Let me put some more Odyssey on the board, so because I've dragged that green in somehow. There we go. That's a beautiful creamy one. Okay. More Odyssey. I like it. We'll have it there. Needs hardly any water to activate them. I can see, like the Neos, that they're going to last forever. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just seeing where else I might like it. I think if we do these down triangles, a bit more pigment. Oh, they are lovely. They're so creamy. Oh, it's exciting. Right. Now, the other colour I had out that we haven't used on its own was the satellite. I'm trying to get it so that the satellite. So let's try that. This is like a bluey grey colour. And what I'm going to do here is put that, you know, that turquoise colour that we had in there. Like that. Okay, clean my brush off and let's try this one. Oh, this is sparkly. Let's go in here. This is a beautiful colour. It's like a blue-grey. More colour. Oh, it's such good fun, people. Right, we're going in there. I'm just playing here, so, you know, whatever colours you've got, you can use. Doesn't mean to say that you can't do it in pencil or whatever materials you've got. I just didn't want the picture drowned by overwhelming bright colours, if that makes any sense. Let's go in there. Need some more colour. There we go. And we're going to do that bit there. I think they work well together. And they're all shimmery and sparkly. Isn't that pretty? And then we'll do these. If I can stop myself shaking. Beautiful. And we've got this little stripe down here, we'll do that. Okay, now let's try, I'm going to try and put that back over where I'd contaminated it, people. I contaminated it. Then we've just got the little dots left. Now I'm thinking this one, which is very bright, which is Supernova. Let's try that just for the dots. Bit of bright, a bit of a shock. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Shock of colour. Alright, let's try. Let's put it in there very carefully. And it should merge with the peachy orange we've got going on the outside. Oh, this is so lovely. I'm so blessed to have all of you and your support. I love sharing the gift of art supplies and art with you all. It's to be able to share something that you have a love in is wonderful. Oh, my hands are doing the... There. I think that looks really cool. I like it. Alright, what we're going to do in these windows then, folks, let's come out so we can see. I'm sorry about the waxiness of the background shining through. There's quite a lot of shine there, isn't there? So I think that I'm going to take a bit of goldenrod 1034. Let's come back in. Sorry folks, keep messing you about. Oh, and we'll just finish it off together. Now it is night time, so I think if I put a little bit of goldenrod, just lightly, in the windows. I think painting, if we can, is the way to go in this book. It's very fussy. Not used to that in a Johanna's book. And it hasn't, like I say, hasn't crinkled the page too much. So I'm just doing goldenrod and then lighten it up as I come up, because it obviously is supposed to be night time. Do it in that little window there above the door. Can you see everything? Yeah, they're not happy. Okay, then I'm going to take cream, which is 914, and then I'm going to blend that in. Just so there's a little bit of light going on in the house. And then we've just got the stars to do. We've done a Johanna Basford page. Oh, I forgot this little window up here. Oh, bear with me. Just blending these in. I think, if anything, I need to deepen up the house maybe a little bit, but I'm not going to mess with it because, like I say, the paper is so fussy. Okay, windows are alive. Now, gel pen. I want to, what colour did I decide to do? Oh, the jelly roll ones. And because we've got orange, I've got this. Nope, that's the wrong one, I think. Is it the wrong one? Ah, yes, it is the wrong one. Hang on. I've got an orange jelly roll Stardust from that set that I brought. And I'm going to do the stars in that. Just because it brings orange in again. And it is fantasy. It's like a dream. They're dreaming about being carried off in their house. There we are. You can't see what I'm doing. Come out a little bit. So I'm just finishing filling in those little stars with the orange Stardust. Now I'm thinking what I might do is take a little bit of Sambar Brown perhaps and go around those windows so they stand out. And now I've got myself stuck because I don't want to smudge the gel pen. Now, if any of you are sensible, start at the top of the page and work your way down. It's just, I'm such an idiot. Don't do this to yourself where you're trying to colour at an angle so you don't smudge things. There we are. There. Alright. That, where did I put the lid on the end of the pen and I still couldn't find it. Dear me. Right, I'm going to take a bit of Sambar Brown, I think, and maybe a little bit of light umber. Let's have a look at that. That might work. And I just want to, I don't know, let's try it at the edge of the building first. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? There you go. I'm just going to try and bring that out a bit. It just felt that it was lost when I'd put the colour in the windows. That we'd kind of just lost any definition there. But that's better, that works well. So just a little bit of sandbar brown. Just give us a little bit more differentiation between the two colours. And then I'll get the sand. So sorry, that was light umber 914, and then back in with sand. I think that's 940, and then I'm just going to blend that in. I think that looks a bit better. I'll take the cream. There we go. Just smush that around. There. Alright, let's come out. And there we are. One finished Johanna Basford page. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I know it's a quicker video than usual, I think. I hope you can pick the glitter up there on the... I don't know if it's picking it up on the iridescent gelatos, but they're beautiful. Anyway folks, thank you so much for watching. I am going to do another Happy Mail video and demonstration in the next couple of days. It won't be long because I can't wait to play. So, alright folks, until I see you again, take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.